Bellingham's frustration mirrors that of many Madridistas today. Muy buenas a todos, gente buena, buena gente y football geeks, frikis del fútbol, football geeks. And welcome to a new episode of Inglés para Vikingos. Hoy es un partido de Champions y como siempre, aparte de compartir mi opinión personal, os traigo también algunos de los titulares de medios internacionales para aprender alguna palabreja o alguna expresión más. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin today. It's been such a tough match, but let's dive right into it anyway. Look, I genuinely think everything happening with the team boils down to tactics and mindset. Todo se resume en tácticas y en mentalidad. To boil down es un phrasal verb que significa, en este contexto, se resume, en resumidas cuentas. So, it all boils down to tactics and mindset, a esa mentalidad. What am I talking about? For example, in the first half, we lacked intensity, and in the second half, we just didn't have the football. Yet, our biggest issue was our attitude, our mindset. If we want to elevate our game, si queremos subir de nivel nuestro juego, we need to start by improving our mindset. Guys, we can't keep losing duels, winning hardly any 50-50 balls. Esos 50-50 balls son balones divididos. And making late tackles, entradas a destiempo, esos late tackles. It shouldn't be that hard to control a match. Should it? No debería ser tan difícil controlar un partido, ¿no pensáis? Or string together at least 10 passes, o enlazar 10 pases seguidos, string together. I don't doubt we show some intensity, but there is no clear game plan for the players to feel comfortable. Fijaos cómo pronuncio la palabra comfortable. No existe la R. Comfortable. Es como pronunciar 3 sílabas. Comfortable, a pesar de que son 4. When we get near the opponent's box, we get anxious. And the flow just isn't there, y no hay fluidez. Most of the crosses from the wings are either too short or way off for our strikers. La mayoría de esos centros o pases desde las bandas are way off for our strikers. Son pases desviados, son pases malos. It's like we're missing tactics entirely. What's Carleto's plan? What are the players trying to do? What's our style and identity? So far, in both the Champions League and La Liga, there have been more boring moments than exciting ones. With the talent in our squad, there should be way more good moments, don't you think so? I noticed that today, in Jude's frustration during a play. Frankly, I think the players are bored too. I noticed Bellingham's frustration during a play today. They seem to be struggling with what the coach wants, making it hard for them to play. For God's sake, we're level on goals with Villarreal in La Liga. No disrespect to them, por favor, sin faltarles al respeto. No disrespect to them. But just compare our squads. At the same time, if you take a look in the Champions League, we've only scored 3 goals in 2 games as well. And deep down y en el fondo, and if you think about it, the only away game we've won out of the last 5 was at Anoeta, and they hit the post 3 times. You see where I'm coming from, right? It feels like watching a Real Madrid game is like waiting for that one player to step up and save the day. Es esperar a ese jugador que dé un paso al frente y que nos solucione el problema. But there hasn't been a single match where you can say the whole team played incredible together. It even makes you wonder how we won the Champions title last year. It was all heart, determination, and that deep-rooted DNA we have. Ese ADN tan enraizado que tenemos, along with the support from the fans, of course. Not so much about a solid game plan or brilliant tactics. Back to the game. Today we hardly won any 50-50 balls throughout the match. Esos 50-50 balls que vimos antes, balones divididos. What is really worse is that LILE didn't even apply pressure on us either. Ni siquiera nos metió mucha presión. Lunin had just to pull off 2 fantastic saves in one play during the first half. Ese phrasal verb, pull off, lo hemos visto en otros episodios, significa tener éxito, lograr algo. Aquí lo vamos a traducir como resolver. So he had to pull off 2 fantastic saves in one play during the first half. And after that, he mostly just picked the ball out of the net following a well-taken penalty. But that's all. It's pretty telling, es bastante revelador, it's pretty telling that we only started causing problems for them in the 86th minute. Up until then, the only chance we had was an individual effort from Hendrik in the first half. which usually finds the back of the net, but this time he shot right at the keeper. Bueno, y ahora os traigo algunos de los titulares internacionales sobre este partido. Vamos a ir uno por uno y nos vamos a detener en el vocabulario de cada uno, ¿ok? En este primero del equipo nos dice David's penalty stuns Real Madrid in Lille's 1-0 victory. To stun es un verbo que significa sorprender, aturdir, dejar atónito. De hecho hay un adjetivo que se construye gracias a este verbo que es stunning, algo que es impresionante, algo que sorprende. A stunning opportunity, a stunning goal, por ejemplo, un golazo. En el siguiente de Sky Sports vemos que dice Real Madrid slipped to 1-0 defeat against Lille. To slip es un verbo que significa caerse, resbalarse, y en este contexto más futbolero sería sucumbir. En el diario digital Goal tenemos Lille shocked Real Madrid with penalty win. El verbo to shock significa, pues eso, atizar, sacudir, causar conmoción. Aquí podríamos traducirlo como que el Lille atiza al Real Madrid con una victoria de penalti. En el diario alemán Bild tenemos Real Madrid fall to Lille in narrow 1-0 defeat. Ese narrow defeat es una derrota por la mínima. Y nos vamos ahora al diario deportivo ESPN Europa, en el que tenemos como titular Lille upset reigning champs Real Madrid in UCL clash. Aquí quería que vierais la expresión reigning champs, los actuales campeones, the reigning champs. Ahora vemos en el diario digital 90 minutos Lille's David seals memorable win over Real Madrid. To seal a win, ya sabéis que es sellar una victoria. Y ya aquí en España, el diario AS en su versión inglesa, Real Madrid stumble in Lille with a 1-0 loss. To stumble es un verbo que significa tambalearse, y esa palabra loss es derrota. Y por último, un titular muy sencillito en la web del Real Madrid. Tough night as Real Madrid fall 1-0 to Lille. A tough night. Una noche muy dura la que hemos tenido todos los madridistas, todos los vikingos y no solo el Real Madrid. And my pick of the match goes this time for Jude. Y es que la palabra mirror no es solo un espejo, sino que se usa también mucho como verbo para decir reflejar. I believe that our player's face in this picture reflects how many Madridistas are feeling tonight. Vikingos. I'm convinced that most Madridistas felt a general sense of frustration watching us get overwhelmed by a humble but well-organized French side. A humble team, un equipo humilde. Currently 5th in the French league. They attacked and defended better than us, showing a lot of grit, mostrando mucha garra, and fighting for every ball. And I really believe that it's not really constructive to keep dwelling on the fact that Kroos isn't around anymore. To keep dwelling on the fact sería como seguir escudándonos en el hecho de que Kroos ya no está. Sure, we miss Kroos, and there is a big gap without him. Y hay un gran vacío sin él. But for goodness sake, we've got plenty of top players who can step up and play maybe even better. I mean, it's crystal clear that something isn't working, and we need to figure it out, whether it is the lineups, the manager, or even the fitness, o incluso la forma física. We felt like we were playing with the brakes on again, con el freno puesto otra vez. And the mental fog was clear, y esa empanada mental era evidente, especially with our positioning, sobre todo con el posicionamiento en el campo. I think Jude gave his all, but looked frustrated. Creo que Jude lo dio todo, pero estaba frustrado. I think everything is turning into a bunch of individual plays instead of a team effort. Lunin, Fede, Jude, and maybe Camavinga were the only ones who showed up today. Los únicos que aparecieron hoy. And Tchouaméni isn't cutting as the anchor of the team. No nos sirve de eje. He isn't cutting it as the anchor. He might be better as a center back, como central, but it's just unacceptable to have such a few shots on goal today. ¿Cuántos tiros tiramos hoy a portería? We definitely need to learn from this painful defeat. Tenemos que aprender de esta dolorosa derrota. Vikingos. I truly believe there is always a silver lining in everything we face in life. A silver lining es una expresión para decir que hay siempre un lado positivo en cada historia, en cada cosa. Y a propósito de esta expresión, y para los más frikis del idioma, os diré que tiene su origen en la frase Every cloud has a silver lining, que apareció en uno de los poemas de un poeta inglés que se llamaba John Milton, allá por el año 1634. El poema en cuestión tenía como título Comus, y se estaba refiriendo concretamente a los bordes más relucientes que se ven en las nubes cuando el sol está detrás, lo cual simboliza esa esperanza o cualquier aspecto positivo en las situaciones más difíciles. Bueno, y hemos llegado al final del episodio, la verdad que un poco triste, in a sad mood, pero como os decía, Siempre hay que mirar un silver lining en las cosas, ese lado positivo, a silver lining. Y aquí os dejo parte del vocabulario que hemos visto en el vídeo, los términos sobre todo más futboleros, y espero que podáis seguir enriqueciendo esa libreta y ese será sin duda el silver lining de hoy. And now, please guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you think you picked up or learned something new today. Please drop any feedback in the comments and I send you a big hug to all of you vikingos.